Investigation. I didn't know about this. How often do you clean out your email inbox? Because if you have emails older than 6 months, the federal government can read them all without a warrant. Jennifer Hoff shows you ways to better manage your online footprint.
In this new hit show on CBS,
where's my first responder comments?
Patricia Arquette solves crimes online.
I kind of understand the mind of a hacker and how they think.
In Portland,
I'm sort of a creative technologist, I guess.
Ken Weston is a real-life cyber criminologist for Tripwire, the city's premier security company.
If you really look at a lot of the hacks that are happening, they're driven by financial gain.
When the North Korean government hacked Sony Pictures last November,
North Korea likely paid hackers $30,000 for stolen information it leaked to the media in retaliation for Sony's movie The Interview. And the breaches keep coming, like Anthem, Target, and Home Depot.
There's information that's available about you that you don't even realize is being collected. It's either being aggregated and stored in marketing databases and things like that, or data is being compromised left and right. Even government, banks, all this place where you expect your information to be safe, it isn't.
Your inbox is especially at risk, not from hackers, but the federal government that can read your emails legally. And all of the email users in the United States can't stop it because of a 30-year-old law.
If you need secure communications, sometimes the best way to do that is through a phone call or direct face-to-face conversation.
The 1986 Electronic Communications Privacy Act is a relatively obscure law that lets the feds access 180-day-old email, texts, and documents stored on a server like the cloud without a warrant.
After that, if you haven't downloaded it onto your computer, you probably don't care about it, and you've abandoned it in a sense. That's the basis for this idea that if you don't care about it, then there's no need for a search warrant.
The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and includes your electronic communication, but only if it was sent or received fewer than 6 months ago.
So it's not whether I actually think that my emails are being scoured by the government, but the possibility of it without a warrant. Is that something that would seem unreasonable? And so I think that's the level people should be concerned about.
We've gotten to a position where there's not a whole lot we can do retroactively to protect our privacy, but moving forward I'm seeing that a lot of companies in general are taking security and privacy to heart.
Like Tripwire, that was founded in 1997. Weston is one of more than 400 employees that serve Fortune 500 and utility companies, and ironically, every major cabinet agency of the U.S. government.
And if consumers demand privacy, and if they actually request and they actually sort of start voting for privacy and security with their wallet, then businesses are going to follow.
Weston recommends saving your email to an external encrypted hard drive, then delete them off your computer, but warns your provider could still archive them to a backup server. Or you can pay for private email like Hushmail or Thunderbird.
I don't think anyone envisioned the internet to be what it is now, and I think as a result of that, now we're like, okay, we need to go back and revisit some of this and make things more secure.
You won't be out of a job.
No, there is job security and security, I can tell you that.
I think that's kind of scary, isn't it? And wasn't that interesting? You said one of the best ways to communicate is just an old-fashioned phone call if you don't want anyone to know what you're doing. Jennifer found out that a Kansas representative has introduced a bill to update the ECPA. But in a statement from Kevin Yoder's office, he wrote, quote, "We will continue to press on in trying to find ways to get this bill considered by the House, as it has more than a majority of members co-sponsoring. Should it get to the floor, it would most certainly pass." 4 of those co-sponsors, by the way, are from Oregon. You can read some of their opinions on the bill on Coin.